Hello, my name is John Jack, and I'm a member of council for the Huu-ay-aht First Nations. And I'm here to talk to you about the COVID-19 situation that we've seen in our nation and how it's affected our people. I think we should talk about the fact that a vaccine is on the way. So we've seen in the news so far that hundreds of thousands of doses of vaccines have been sent out to medical workers and high-risk individuals in Canada, specifically Ontario, BC, and others. Now, we will be monitoring this as time goes by, and we will closely work with the province in figuring out what it will look like when the vaccine itself rolls out. So, what we would like you to do is to ensure that you listen to the people who know what they're talking about when it comes to how the vaccine will be rolled out and who will get it and how it will work. I think the most important thing that we can do right now is to work on preventing the spread of the virus. Most importantly, I think this means restricting what we're doing to essential travel only. And that really means essential travel. Things like buying groceries and visiting a doctor are things that are essential travel. Everything else is something that can wait because it's very important that we don't try to figure out how the rules and guidelines and restrictions don't somehow apply to us. It's important that we ensure that we only socialize with people in our households and no one else, except perhaps online. Um, we need to limit our time in public. And we need to do that by ensuring that when we do go on our shopping trips, we're doing so in the most economical way possible. Try to do everything in one trip and try to do things in such a way that you're not exposing yourself in multiple instances of travel. And I think it's important that if you do have the virus, you might not have symptoms. And that means that you could spread the virus to other people, not just in public, but to your own household as well. So that's why masks and ensuring that you maintain social distance and ensuring that you wash your hands as often as possible, especially when returning back from the public, is so important. Now, that's ensuring that we don't risk the health of the public, but also the people we know and love, and ensuring that the virus doesn't spread in our community. One thing that we would like people to do is ensuring that we all keep track of where we go and who we see. When it comes to going out and doing those things, if it comes out that we're actually one of us does get the virus, knowing who we've seen and where we've gone will do a lot to help officials understand and how to contact trace to ensure that they can isolate people or get people to isolate themselves so that they don't make the virus spread even more. This is something that we can all do together and is very important. Only together will we be able to ensure that the spread of the virus is limited and hopefully mitigated to a point where, when the vaccines do come available, as many of us as possible are there to receive it. Thank you.
Hello, fellow Huu-ay-ahts. My name is Charlie Clappis. I'm a member of Executive Council, and I live here in Anakla. This pandemic has been hard on all of us, especially on our children, our poor little ones. They miss each other, they want to see each other, and they're desperate to have that connection with their family and cousins. But please keep to your own households. Follow the public health orders. Important one that I've come across is get out for walks together. It's pretty important to get out. In Anakla, we are unique here. We have citizens that are picking up groceries, for example, for other citizens. And unfortunately, at times we have to provide rides. Be safe, wear your mask. So again, if you're going out for a walk, make sure you're safe, keep your distance, stick to your households. And with this darn thing, you don't know if you're carrying it. You might not have symptoms. Keep your masks close to you. You never know when you're going to need it. And we're in the home stretch. Vaccines on the way, but we need to be strong and be respectful. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Duane Nookemis. I'm a member of Executive Council. Some of the steps that we have taken in government administration and in our businesses to protect our citizens is we've installed a gate to monitor who comes and goes. The store has implemented more safety precautions, cut their hours down. They've limited the amount of people that can go in at a time. We've started delivering food to our elders. But the main thing that we've done is we've encouraged our citizens to stay within their bubble, try not to travel only for essential services. You know, if you can order your groceries, perfect. Try to stay home and keep everybody safe. Eventually, we'll get through this together. Thank you.
Huu-ay-aht Chani Uklama Klitsnit Istakshikla Huu-ay-aht. My name is Edward Ralph Johnson, a member of Executive Council. COVID-19 has impacted our nation. We've learned of 4 cases in our homelands in Anakla that are confirmed, and to make things clear that this is not an outbreak, it's a cluster. Identified by the health authority. That it's contained into one household, and they're self-isolating. So then the impact that COVID-19 has had on our nation is great. Mentally, our citizens are going through a lot, especially our youth and our elders, and it's important to stay the course. Stay in our bubbles. The rules and regulations have extended into the new year, and that it's very important to stay in your bubble. Only socialize within your household. It's very important. Minimize your travel, knowing that it's difficult to do, especially it being the Christmas holidays fast approaching. And it's important to minimize your contact. We are a rural and remote community in Anakla, and my heart goes out to my family back home on the homelands. And it's very important to abide by the rules. Keep your hands clean, wear your masks. You could be asymptomatic and not knowing it, and you could be passing it on to someone else. And it's important for us to stay the course. The light is at the end of the tunnel, and we have a little ways to go. The vaccine is in BC just this week, and won't be long before we'll be able to gather safely. But it's important to stay the course and be safe.
Good day, Huu-ay-aht citizens. Happy to come into your living rooms today to give a little bit of a message. Hoping you're all well, and hoping that whatever we can do to help our people will be helpful. But today I want to speak about something that the Nookemis Tribal Council done through their what they call the harm reduction team. They recently held a Feed the People event here in Port Alberni, and they had a good turnout. And I'm happy to say that Huu-ay-aht First Nation donated some smoked salmon and smoked frozen salmon sides and $1,000 to the event. And those donations were well received. And we look forward to that. The money will be used to buy gifts for some of the underprivileged Nookemis people in Port Alberni. So this is just a little something that Huu-ay-aht likes to do to help out those people in need. And we also want to say that we have a number of Huu-ay-aht people that are homeless, and we need to pay attention to that, and we need to do something. So we're asking families that know of any of their family members that are homeless, please contact our office and get information to us about where we can find these people, and what we'd like to do if we can provide some accommodation during this COVID period, where we'd be glad to do that. It's important we do that. As a matter of fact, we have to take care of all of our people, and it's just our kind way of showing that we care for our people, and that's the most important thing. And I do know that Chishan is our hereditary chief, and his father and his grandfather were people that really cared for people. I recently shared a photo of the Huu-ay-aht track team, and guess who's amongst that team but Chief Arthur Peters. It's just an example of, how we like to be with his people, support his people. You always seen Uncle Art at potlatches supporting different people that held potlatches. Then you've seen Cleishan, Spencer Peters doing the same thing, and now you're seeing Derek doing the same thing. We have to take care of our people who also take care, and that means take care of all our people. And with that, I'd just like to thank our Huu-ay-aht team that have done a terrific job getting this message out today. I was really glad and happy to see the message that they got out. And I decided I'm not going to add anything to what they said because they delivered a very, very good message. And, all we want to do is take care of our people, make sure you're all safe. And thank you for listening to me today. True.
Good day, Huu-ay-aht citizens. It's Cleishan here. Just want to say I'm happy to be here in front of you, and I hope each and every one of you are doing well. I just want to reiterate on behalf of our leadership, I'm happy to be here and deliver a message in terms of what's going on out there with regards to this pandemic we're in, and to support what our leadership is saying and asking of you, and to support what the medical professions and the health professions are advising us to do. Our leadership is working very hard in implementing these restrictions as we go, and it's challenging. So I just want to reiterate that the support what our leadership is saying, and I fully support the advice that we're getting from our professions and our administration, and we need to carry through with what's being asked of us. That's really important if we want to stop the spread of COVID. We know it hit home. We know we've had some cases in Anakla, and to stop further spread of this, we need to abide by what's being asked of us. So, fully support what our leadership is saying. Be patient and be positive and keep yourself in a good mindset. And if we lift up and hold up these restrictions, then we'll get through this. And there will be a time, in the near future where we could sit down and gather again. But until then, we need to protect ourselves and protect our families and friends and our loved ones, and protect the public. Because this is something that the entire world is going through right now as we speak. And the more we abide by these restrictions, and the outcome, we'll have a better outcome. And but just be patient and listen to what's being advised of us. And everyone, take care and be respectful out there and be patient. And hope to see all of you soon. Take care. Chew.